Greetings, 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 Incorporation Nation. It's your boy Isaac Anzu, the best boss you never had. Here again in the office. Lumi's dying over in the corner. Yes, new intro. How about that? Lovely. Sorry for the long delay there at the beginning. I just needed to make sure that my frames weren't dying. Whoa. How's it going, everyone? Chilling here in the office, and today we're going to talk about music, corporate music. Oh boy, I need that smooth jazz to me forget about my thoughts and horrible feelings about being stuck in an office all day. Incidentally, this stream is sponsored by Dadaism. Dadaism. Join the Dada movement and weaponize nonsense today. I've got a little bit of reading we can do about the Dada movement. Started after World War I, consisted of artists who rejected logic, reasons, and aesthetics of modern capitalist society, instead expressing nonsense, irrationality, and anti-bourgeois protests in their works.
You know why?
Wow, why are they sponsoring this stream? I'm not sure.
You know why they...
It began primarily as performance art, but eventually spanned visual, literary, and sound media, including collage, sound poetry, cut-up writing, and sculpture. There's no consensus on the origin of the movement's name. The common story is that German artist Richard Husenbeck slid a knife into a dictionary and it landed on Dada, a colloquial French term for a hobby horse. Now you know.
Do you know why Dadaism started?
World War I, was it?
Yeah, it was a direct response to all of the... So basically World War I was the first modern war with modern warfare equipment, and they used modern equipment with old tactics, and it was basically just a bloodbath. People were horrified. And that's how the Dada movement started.
Dada was born out of a negative reaction to the horrors of the First World War. This international movement was begun by a group of artists and poets in Zurich, prizing nonsense, irrationality, and intuition. It quotes Marcel Janko, "We had lost confidence in our culture. Everything had to be demolished. We would begin again after the tabula rasa. After the Cabaret Voltaire, we began by shocking common sense, public opinion, education, institutions, museums, good taste, in short, the whole prevailing order. A child's discarded doll or a brightly colored rag are more necessary expressions than those of some ass who seeks to immortalize themselves in oils in infinite parlors." Lumi is showing me her very bouncy hair. Your hair is extremely bouncy right now. It's cute. You're cute. So, what they're trying to say is a child discarded doll or a brightly colored rag are more necessary expressions. So we're trying to find some sort of necessary expression, are we? Interesting. Is there a way for me to put this up on the screen? Let's see. Oh, it's behind us. Let's move it in front of things, shall we? Okay. Zoop. How's that? Ugh. Yes, we just read about Berlin. Berlin, where I'm currently residing, was a city of tightened stomachers, of mounting, thundering hunger, where hidden rage was transformed into a boundless money lust, and men's minds were concentrating more and more on questions of naked existence. Fear was in everybody's bones. Damn, Richard Holtenbeck. God, does the thing. The word thing. The exploitation of the so-called echoes of the soul. Damn, these guys are talking about some serious stuff here. I remember seeing this one, Marcel Duchamp's Fountain. There's the importance of being Dada. Oh gosh, I've never been to this side of Wiki before. Wiki source. Dada smells of nothing, nothing, nothing. It is like your hopes, nothing. Like your paradise, nothing. Like your idols, nothing. Like your politicians, nothing. Like your heroes, nothing. Like your artists, nothing. Like your religions, nothing. Dada is a fundamentally religious attitude analogous to that of the scientist with his eyeglass glued to the microscope. Dada is irritated by those who write art, beauty, truth with capital letters, and who make of them entities superior to man. Dada scoffs at capital letters atrociously. Dada, ruining the authority of constraints, tends to set free the natural play of our activities. Dada therefore leads to amoralism and to the most spontaneous and consequently the least logical lyricism. The lyricism is expressed in 1,000 ways of life. Dada scrapes from us the thick layers of filth deposited on us by the last few centuries. Dada destroys and stops at that. Let Dada help us to make a complete clearance, then each of us rebuild a modern house with central heating and everything to the drain. Dadas of 1920. Wow. Let's see. In Suburaya's Productions Ultra series, an alien named Dada was inspired by the Dadaism movement, with the character first appearing in episode 28 of the 1966 tokusatsu series Ultraman. Its character designed by artist Toru Narita. Dada's design is primarily monochromatic, and it features numerous sharp lines, alternating black and white stripes, in reference to the movement, in particular to chessboard and go patterns. Wow. Poetry. Dadaists use shock, nihilism, negativity, paradox, randomness, subconscious forces, and anti-nomanism, any view which rejects laws or legalism and argues against moral, religious, or social norms, to subvert established traditions in the aftermath of the Great War. Zara's 1920 manifesto proposed cutting words from the newspaper and randomly selecting fragments to write poetry, a process which the synchronous universe itself becomes an active agent in creating the art. A poem written using this technique would be a fruit of the words that were clipped from the article. You know, that's a pretty neat idea to get started with. In literary arts, Dada is focused on poetry, particularly the so-called sound poetry infected by Hugo Ball. Dadaist poems attack traditional components of poetry, including structure, order, as well as the interplay of sounds and the meaning of language. This is fascinating. You know, I have an idea. Give me just a second. Okay. Sorry, let's get back to Dada. So, we've got cutting up random newspaper words, a process which the synchronous universe itself becomes an active agent in creating the art. And we also have the so-called sound poetry of Hugo Ball. Let's read more about Hugo Ball and his, hell yeah, sound poetry. Sound poetry. Well, there's quite a bit going on here. I don't think there's a good definition of sound poetry here, though. Dadaist poems attack traditional conceptions of poetry, including structure, order, as well as the interplay of sound and the meaning of language. For Dadaists, the existing system by which information is articulated robs language of its dignity. The dismantling of language and poetic conventions are Dadaist attempts to restore language to its purest and most innocent form. With these sound poems, we wanted to disperse with a language which journalism had made desolate and impossible. Simultaneous poems were recited by a group of speakers who collectively produced a chaotic and confusing set of voices. Oh wait, there's a whole section on music. Dada was not confined to the visual and literary arts. Its influence reached into sounds and music. These movements exerted a pervasive influence on 20th century music, especially on mid-century avant-garde composers based in New York. Among them, Edgar Varese, Stephen Wolf, John Cage, ooh, we love John Cage, and Morton Feldman. Kurt Schwitters developed what he called sound poems, while Francis Picaba and Georges Ribemont de Sagnes composed Dada music performed at the Festival Dada in Paris on May 26, 1920. Other composers, such as Erwin Schulhoff, Hans Heusser, and Alberto Savinio, all wrote Dada music, while members of Les Six collaborated with members of the Dada movement and had their works performed at Dada gatherings. Eric Satie also dabbled with Dadaist ideas during his career. I feel like we could go deep dive on any of these. I mean, John Cage alone absolutely could write some music based on John Cage. Wait, we're supposed to be writing corporate music, aren't we? We're supposed to be dealing with music to ease my suffering. Musician Frank Zappa, was a self-proclaimed Dadaist after learning of the movement. In the early days, I didn't even know what to call the stuff my life was made of. You can imagine my delight when I discovered that someone in a distant land had the same idea and a nice short name for it. David Bowie adapted the cut-up technique for writing lyrics, and Kurt Cobain also admittedly used this method for many of his Nirvana lyrics, including In Bloom. Ooh. Nice. Good. We've got some more concrete connections. So we've got the collage, the cut-up technique. Cut-up technique. To make a Dadaist poem, take a newspaper, take some scissors. Choose from this paper an article of the length you want to make your poem. Cut out the article. Next, carefully cut out each of the words that makes up this article and put them all in the bag. Shake gently. Next, take out each cutting one after another. Copy conscientiously in the order in which they left the bag. The poem will resemble you, and there you are, an infinitely original author of charming sensibility, even though unappreciated by the vulgar herd. Finally. Lots of... Did they throw John Cage on this list of artists? No.
No.
He's a musician, an artist.
really like the Dadaist movement, but I feel like at some point it just became this like prestige thing to rebel against the. It's the hipster movement before the hipster movement.
Wait, we've got a pre-hipster movement? Hell yeah.
Forever and always.
Yes, in fact, you can see a lot of Dada influence in memes, can't you? Using nonsense to subvert.
Deep fried shit. There's all sorts of.
Absolutely. Dada is the groundwork for abstract art and sound poetry, a starting point for performance art, a prelude to postmodernism. Postmodernism is questioning the grand narratives, rejects the certainty of knowledge and stable meaning, acknowledge the influence of ideology in maintaining political power. So one could say that whereas Dadaism, or perhaps deconstruction, is to remove the meaning, postmodernism is to explicitly question the meaning. Interesting. So today we're going to use our sponsor, Dadaism, and we're going to make some corporate office music that eschews all meaning. We're going to try to make some meaningless music. Nice corporate meaningless music that rejects the sensibilities of logic and reason. How's that sound? Everyone on board? Let's get to it. And in order to truly replicate the Dadaist technique, I've been recording myself speaking the Dada article, and we're going to cut these up, cut this sound clip up here, and make a little melody out of it. Melody, by which I mean poetry. By which I mean I'm not sure. But let's pause here and close my office door. Okay, there we go. Now I've got. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to Dada. I've got my thing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open an audio track, and yes, we're going to load. Wait, no, not an audio track. Of course not. A MIDI track. We're going to load this sound clip into here, and we're going to slice it up by transient and try to get a decent number of transients here. Okay, I think we covered the entire thing. Playback, that's fine. I think I want gate playback. So now what we're going to do, I mean, we can just delete this. Get out of here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to create a MIDI. Oh, right. I need to select a region. I'm going to create a MIDI file, MIDI thing, and we're going to make a bunch of notes. This is not fast enough, I don't think. Let's just undo a bit. Oh, redo. Don't undo that much. Surely not. All right. what we need is we need like 16th notes. And I think, doesn't it start at C1? Pretty sure it does. Perfect. All right. And let's just duplicate that a bit. Just a bit. All right. We've got our black bar of notes here. And right now it just sounds like this. You can't even hear it. There we go. Okay. Right now it just sounds like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a true Dadaist thing here. And we're going to add a random pitch thing. Okay. So let's learn how to use the random pitch thing. We only want to add values. Let's see. A random number between 1 and the value of this control is chosen, then multiplied by the value of the scale control. Ah, okay, I see. We want a 100% chance of this happening. And so right now it is making 24 choices and multiplying it by this. Ah, we can do round robin behavior. Okay. That doesn't do what I thought it does. It cycles through them normally as opposed to choosing every value before repeating a value. All right, let's see. So if we add 24 choices, yeah, see, the problem is the scale thing, right? So what we want to do is instead we want to add multiple randoms. I see. So if there are, how many transients here? Good question. How many transients are there? Is there an easy way to see? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we add another random, 100% chance, 24 choices. Hello. Grandpa, good to see you. Hello. How's it going? Welcome. My name is Isaac Anzu, Business Chimera. Hello, how are you? Just streaming, just chatting. It's so good to see you. Welcome, everyone. I'm a lyrical, chimera guy. I hope everyone's well. How was the stream? Was Eldritch Grandpa being a good streamer? Grandpa streamer? Yes, welcome. So you've caught me right in the middle of quite the interesting thing. I'm so sleepy. Well, you should get some sleep then. Why is this? Hello, Haley Moon. Welcome and thank you for the first time chat. I heard music and I was excited. Perhaps you shouldn't be. What we're doing today is today's stream is sponsored by Dadaism. So we are taking my reading of the Wikipedia article on Dadaism and cutting it up and seeing if we can make a little beat out of it. But we're trying to make music devoid of meaning. Is that possible? Well, the most devoid of meaning music I know is corporate music. So we're going to make some corporate music out of this. Oh my God, that's so funny. Thank you. Glad that my weird ass thing is being appreciated. So right now I'm just messing with this random thing and seeing oh wait, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that's a legitimate beat, isn't it? All right, so now what we do is we resample it. Yeah, okay, let's go. All right, record here and go. But Grandpa, if you need sleep, I understand. Grandpa needs his rest. So thank you for stopping in. Thank you for bringing your community. I'm on for the next 2.5 hours, so we'll jam here. Okay. Sick. Grandpa eeps while I come listen to chaotic music making. Well, I'm glad you're here, Haley Moon. Let's break this down and see exactly what we're working with. How long is the loop? It's about a measure. That means okay. That means let's turn off warping and find the tempo, right? So now the pattern starts again at about a measure. So let's give it a listen. No, not quite. All hail mighty Sir Isaac, the cruiser of 2.5 hours of streaming ocean, breaker of music loops, measurer of tempo. Welcome, Dolu. Always good to see you, and thank you, as usual, for the wonderful titles, which I hope I can live up to. 2.5 hours streaming ocean. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Haley Moon. Dang, welcome to the offices of Chimera Enterprises. Is the hello too loud? It feels loud, doesn't it? Let me just do a little test. Let me just do a little test on that. Let's see. Events. Actually low. let's do a test. No, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, that's just the chat message. Oh, I have two different services going on here. Heck. Wow. Okay, it's super loud for me, but if it's quiet for you, then all right, all right. I guess I just need to turn down my own volume. My own volume is already -10. Okay. Let's before I do anything else, let's save this as corpo music. This is gonna be the coolest corpo music you ever heard. Hello. Hello. It's still quiet, huh? Oh, all right. Okay, let's listen to this. That's fine. Okay. Is there a better loop? Oh, it doesn't start right away. Whoa, hello. Hello. I hope you like the new redeems. We've got a new silly hat to add. The cowboy hat is now available in the silly hat rotation. I've also added a pizza party. That's right. For the low price of 10,000 channel points, you can throw everyone in the office a pizza party. However, if you're not in the office, got 'em. If you're not in the office on the day of the pizza party, then you don't get any pizza. Sorry. Finally, for the low price of 99,999 channel points, you can buy an AI NFT of an Isaac coin. That's right. With one click, you could be rich. Feels like I'm back in my office job. We never left the office job. Actually, I did want to do something else, and we can do it right now. I have an instant karaoke button. Allows me to do karaoke instantly. However, I think it's a little expensive because it doesn't. Oh, I'm back. Oh, and now I'm wearing a farmer hat. Sub-Zero. Sirius XM dragged me back. I think the karaoke is a bit too expensive, don't you? So we're lowering the price of the karaoke, so it happens more often. Can we let's just keep messing with this, adjusting it until we get that sweet sound that we so desperately desire. Time to save me points. What's an AI NFT? It's a digital image created by a machine that costs more than your house. And an Isaac coin is my special fictional currency that I say is worth $1 trillion, and so it is. But you don't actually get an Isaac coin. You get an image of an Isaac coin generated by a machine learning algorithm, which people keep calling AI for dumb reasons. and uh, uh, you don't actually get the coin. People will buy it because it's rare and not everyone will get it. That's right. So far, no one has purchased a single Isaac coin. Therefore, it is the rarest of currencies. And I can justify making it worth $1 trillion. Speaking of large numbers, I will buy it. Well, I wish you luck because if you do, we'll throw a big party. That's the real pizza party. The somebody bought the Isaac coin. Holy crap! Do you accept bartering? Um, where's the Bugs Bunny? No. Bugs Bunny clip. No. I have to find that now. I will sit in your chat for hours, but I will get it. Listen, I don't know. Not going to complain about that. Make it a redeem. Where's the no? Bugs Bunny no face. The Bugs Bunny. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Is it just a meme? Is it not actually from a cartoon? In an episode of the cartoon Looney Tunes, the character Bugs Bunny is falling. In an effort to save himself, Bugs Bunny drinks a bottle of the comically named hair tonic. In the process of drinking the tonic, Bugs makes a humorous and exploitable face. So he doesn't actually even say no. Can I barter for 278 gold ingots? Let me just pull this up. New. Wait. This is actually a good redeem. Look at that. What is this face? This is him drinking something. How's this even work? Let's see. Can we find this clip? He is glorious, Your Honor. Bugs Bunny hair tonic. All right, I'm gonna have to turn off the thing here, the sound. When's he falling? No, this isn't it at all. Hair tonic. No, it's the same one. How about Bugs Bunny falling? Does it say no? Falling hair. Damn. Bugs Bunny drinking hair tonic. Dang, is this like lost media? Oh, I'm looking for a specific face of Bugs Bunny. This face.
That exists.
Well, I know, but where the original
It's older.
episode?
It's one of the older ones. It's not his new design.
Well, yeah. All right. I don't think that this is a. I don't think that this is easily findable. I'm going to save that image page. Okay. Let's see. We can instantly make this. We can instantly make this more. So loud. Let's just go into the editor here, the warp editor. Yes, keep the clip's current timing. What we're going to do is we're just going to scooch this bad boy around a bit. Now we know that all of the transients fall about on 16th notes apart from each other. But we can create a little bit of alignment here. Yes. All the sick freaks say yeah. Complex warping, please. Yeah. Man, that image from The Onion of the guy standing at the window, it's like he was wearing the t-shirt that says like sick freaks and he's like, yes, yes. So iconic. I sometimes think about like how these crazy obscure things, like the Bugs Bunny face, it just like the guy who made those comics was spoofing off of Ben Garrison, who makes political comics where everything is aggressively labeled. And like, I don't even know, like, of all the comics he made, this one image just kind of like resonated more, or was more easily exploitable, more easily iterative, and thus it was more memeable, right? Maybe if you want to do something that's more viral, you have to kind of set it up to be more iterative, right? Why does your follower goal say alpha male shit? Because I'm going for 1 million followers, which is some serious alpha male shit. No, it's steeped in irony. That's the reason. That's the only reason. That's so fair, Bestie. Carry on. Let's focus just on one beat. You can't tell me this is not Dadaist as fuck. But what we can do... Oh God, no. Now all I can hear is Vengabus. We like the party. We like the party. We like the party. Nope. Hell yeah. Okay, one beat down. We're not going Vengabus. I'm sorry. If we're making a list of meaningless music, Vanga Bus is way, way up there. But we're not doing Vanga Bus. Please, please, you need to make that the entire beat of the song. We like the party song. See how far we can go. God, don't make me do this. I mean, we can. Truly meaningless. Let's try to make the Vanga Bus beat on every beat. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. Sir Isaac, we are set for next Sunday. Can I take a meeting for Wednesday? Yeah, next Sunday we'll be playing Elden Ring again. So if you need to do a meeting on Wednesday, that's fine. Schedule that meeting. Man, who knew that the highlight of the stream would be scheduling meetings? I did. That might not be enough. Yeah. What's the first one? The bleach? See, I'm hearing, maybe this is because I've been studying German, but I'm hearing das Licht, which means the light. The switch, the switch, the switch, the switch. Wait, that's actually a cool sound. Dark Lich. Okay. I hate it, but let's listen. By Tsuseri. Wait. Is he saying why so serious? 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 God, there is a dark lich by Suceres. All right. What do we do next? I think the metronome helps. I think the metronome helps, but what we need to do with this is kind of get rid of some of that bass frequency. Well, we get rid of the bass out of this, we add in the bass. Can we add in like... just the stupidest let's see. Wow, it sounds so bad. Oh God, it's getting funky. Why am I cursed to just always make funk? Actually, a jam. There we go. Temporarily muting the vocal audio. Pretty basic drum beat. Oh, I see. Hold up, hold up. Oh, you just want to do the last. Temporarily mute just this? Sure. Seems to be a better blend. Well, we can mix it up here. So that could be a good, if we go like this, right? And then we can do some chopping and let's see, but let's add a bass. We need a bass, natch. And I want to use an actual bass. We just use the fretless bass, super cool bass. First things first, let's figure out where our pitch is lying, shall we? Louder, please. Does that sound right to you? Let's try a couple others. Yo, Crundle! Congratulations on redeeming the pizza party. We'll be holding a pizza party. Does this mean I can't unionize now? I didn't expect someone to actually redeem the pizza party, but well done, Crundle. The office will hold a pizza party on an undisclosed date. If you're not here, no pizza. Had to. Welcome. And yes, this is now your compensation package. What about this? Let's just wait, but I'm on holiday next week. Sorry. Thanks for the pizza party. Hell yeah. So now we've got a key, the key of A. How goes the corporate music? Well, today's stream is brought to us by Dadaism. So we started by me reading the Wikipedia article for Dadaism and recording myself reading it, and then turning that into a audio clip here. Then we added drums to it, and now we're adding a bass to it. But we're trying to make music devoid of meaning. So let's not get too fancy with this bass, shall we? Not. Boom 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 boom. Just the most generic bass you can imagine. Sorry to say, boss, but there's too much soul in that. I know. It's my curse. Everything I touch turns to funk. I can't help it. Dada is a commercial ring of niche da Kutseri. It's too funky. Can we unfunkify somehow? Can I change out my funky custom Memphis studio kit for something? Let's do drum machines. What drum machines do we have? That sounds generic. Oh my God, there's only 4. Uh-huh. There's not even a clap. So much better. I mean, worse. Try a bossa nova beat. All right. Bossa nova beats. It's slower. Maybe that's the problem. We need to go slower. This is at 60. Do we have maybe a sample clip of a bossa beat? What about packs? Packs, vinyl classics, samples. Tempo it up a little bit tempo up. No, I don't have a bossa style beat. Sounding more corporate? Oh, good. Do you think we could, this is a mess. Yeah. Do you think we could do this maybe? Can imagine this being in an ad for big tech or something. Oh, that's exactly what we're going for. Our sponsor wants us to be absurd. Can we add like a completely useless groove onto here? Let's just do the squarest groove possible. Nah. All right. Now that it's slower, I almost want to redo some of this looping stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're just going to consolidate it into a new audio file where we can now maybe like it's so not funky. What if we did this? I don't know. Let's go back to this. And add music. So I think honestly this kit might be a little too simple. Because I do want some shitty MIDI toms to hit as well. Yeah, here we go. Like we could do some like that. It's so weak. Oh God. Building up to this. Perfect. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So the last element of the corporate music, we can actually use this MIDI track up here for. Is stupid, like synthy sounds, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to, and let me just make sure my thing is working properly here. Okay, yes, looks good. We're going to use Vital and try to make some stupid synthy sounds. Let me just real quick, just a nice A5 chord. Or the beginning of the Mario. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, you bet. Okay. Let's get into Vital and turn that sad sack down. All right, we've got some free things going on here. Sometimes you gotta just go through the free things. We want a pad style. Nah. We want something cheesy. See, these all have like very artistic names. That's not bad. Great. Wonderful. So now let's, I think we just need to put all of these on -12. Don't think too hard about it. Oh, no. And we can get rid of some of the bass frequencies on the synth. And then we also wanted to in Vital, we wanted the mod wheel to kind of do a thing here. Right. Kind of, look at that little mod wheel go. Well, at least that Vital synth will definitely work for an outro. I just realized that in my preparation for this stream, I totally forgot to write my wife a note before she left for work. Man, don't you hate it when you get so absorbed in your passions that you forget about your loved ones? The worst. The worst. The worst. Okay, so we've got 15 seconds of corpo music here. Honestly, let's no, wrong, bad. Let's just shorten this because it's the same either way, but now it's in line with the rest of the things, which means we can do something like select all, move this here. We need some generic stock footage of a busy office or something. Yeah, exactly. Like, move this here. And voila, intro. I still feel like we can do more with this audio, and maybe all I need to hear is just the wider. Let's add wider. Let's make it wider. Just people running around with papers and doing handshakes and sipping water at the water cooler and being happy and satisfied and fulfilled by their mundane daily life. And that's the dream, isn't it? The dream is that you make enough money that you can forget about your troubles. The dream is that you can put yourself in an office every day and not worry about what it's doing to your neck and back and soul. The dream, the meetings. You can't forget the meetings. Of course, we need the meetings. Can't you, when you hear this music, don't you just want to schedule something? Don't you just want to give in? Don't you just want to let go? Don't worry about your dreams. We're paying you enough money. Don't worry about your passions. We're giving you what you want. Don't worry about your beliefs and desires and hopes and love. Those things aren't important. I have some socks to sell and buy. Well, Crundle, you'll be excited to hear about my new redeem. Zaybel, hello. It's so good to see you. How are you? Streaming Baldur's Gate 3? Who are you dating? It is a dating sim, isn't it? Medieval dating sim time. I hope you're well. Welcome, colorful crew. New redeem, you say? New redeems indeed. That's right. Not only do we have a new silly hat, if you are able to find it, we also added a pizza party. That's right. You can purchase a pizza party for 10,000 points. And it will not be held when you're here. Sorry. It's only if you're in the office, and looks like I'm the only one in the office, and blue, of course. So we'll have pizza, and thank you very much. But if you're truly looking to invest your points in something magical, for 99,999 points, a steal, you can get an AI NFT of an Isaac coin. With one click, you could be rich. Maybe. I'm personally valuing the Isaac coin at $1 trillion. And no one else has one. So you know the price is right. But welcome, Zayra. I hope your stream went well. Yeah, who are you dating in Baldur's Gate 3? Or are you trying to do the thing where you don't give in to all of the incredibly sexy people? Bazel? Hell yeah. A little green on... like a little green on green. Oh my god. Yeah, Lizelle is, man, not my go-to. May have accidentally knocked out Shadowheart. It was in self-defense. I am currently stuck in that game. You know, it's one of those things where I like it a lot, but I'm currently doing something else, and I just like I haven't been in the mood to play it for a bit. But we'll get there. We'll get back to Baldur's Gate 3. Not on stream, of course. I do enough stuff on stream. Actually, I'm doing Elden Ring now with my good friend Dolu. We're doing one of those co-op runs. Very exciting. But today we're making corpo music. I get you. I was the same way. I just started playing again. Never finished Act 1 with 40 hours. Dude, Act 1 is monstrous. And it feels like Act 3 is monstrous as well. Whereas Act 2 is kind of like just a transition. I don't know. Act 2 is so big. There's so much to do. My wife is also playing, and she's like, I have dozens of character ideas to make and play in this game. So many character ideas. I'm like, at least finish the game once. At least play through the story all the way so you know what you're getting into. Please. Because she's already got a notebook going. More white? Whoa! Hello, Board Brain. Thank you for redeeming Big Isaac. You're a white dragonborn Beastmaster Ranger in this one. Which means you have a pet. That is quite big. Yes, I don't quite fit in my chair anymore. I hope you understand. You have pets plural. I hope you understand how inconvenient this is, Board Brain. Tell me about your pets, Zaybel. And also thank you for the raid. I don't know if I said that. I think I need to adjust this audio again. I think I need to adjust the audio once more. Let's highlight and mute the audio. Solo. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't expect this to be such a big problem. Do you like the reverb? Do you like the bigness? Oh, I'm back to normal. I have a little pet. I have my bigger pet, and it's usually my crow and my big bear. That's not Halson. Oh, and then there's also Halson. Been watching a bit of Baldur's Gate lately, though. I like that you can talk to animals. Right? It's nice. Let's do complex warping. And I think let's just... Are these 16th notes? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 16th notes. Yeah. Let's just go through and let's go through and actually make these beats work. We can solo the drums as well. We're gonna clean up all the impurities in this audio clip. I didn't like the feature in Divinity 2, but I like how it's done in BG3. I see an animal and go, friend, must talk to him. Yeah, so I'm actually also playing Divinity 2 for the first time with a friend. And in Divinity 2, the animals seem to be a lot, I don't know. It's a different feeling. They're more aloof almost, right? They don't behave like animals. They behave like weird little people. And I like Baldur's Gate 3 so much more because the animals are like, oh, you're a bird, and obviously that is, you care about bird things, right? Whereas in Divinity 2, it's like, I am not a crab. I am the most powerful creature in the multiverse. Like, okay, buddy. They also give you quests, which I feel is too strong sometimes because you can kind of get every quest that way. Oh, really? Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that. I mean, it's my first playthrough of Divinity, so I'm going to try to do as many quests as I can. Good to know. Yeah, but it is nice having played Baldur's Gate 3, especially when my friend hasn't played Baldur's Gate 3, because I'm just like, he's like, why are you picking up so many barrels? I'm like, it's a secret tool that will help us later. All right, I like that. I like that. So then we can delete this. Move these over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We can delete those 4. Move these over here. And then now we just have to figure out this last section. It's honestly pretty natural. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so now what we do, consolidate that into its own audio thing, and now all our chops are there. I can see why Baldur's Gate 3 got Game of the Year, though. It's just like in the very first days of video gaming, people were all about the text adventures, right? And you didn't have graphics, and you didn't have, AI or anything like that, right? By AI, I mean like enemy behavior, not generative AI, which is just machine learning. And people need to stop calling it AI. You literally had to focus on the story and the choices, right? And as the technology increased, it took more and more work to create a choice, right? Like if your choices go left or go right, then on a text-based game, you literally just like write up a paragraph for what's on the left path and a paragraph for what's on the right path. But in Skyrim, you have to build a whole damn left path and right path, right? Multiply that by all the quests in Skyrim, and you can start to see why the quests in Skyrim are so linear, right? It's not even like if a quest offers you a choice in Skyrim, it's either a choice at the very end of the quest so that they don't have to program a whole lot, or it's a choice at the very beginning of the quest, which basically amounts to, do you do quest A or do you do quest B? In text-based games, it was easy to create these kind of branching flowcharts, choose your own adventure things, where you could go on a completely different adventure if you made the different choices. I'm big on sticking to my choices when it comes to RPGs, even the ones that don't feel good sometimes. Interesting. The first time I play an RPG, I always do the kind of like big dumb hero or big dumb villain, depending, sort of playthrough. I like doing in Fallout games. I like doing only punching and explosives. That's usually a fun way to play. If I can't punch it, I'm blowing it up. I'm actually a big fan of playing neutral-esque characters. Interesting. I guess I like playing the big dumb hero because I feel like most developers will make the heroic option the most obvious one, right? You want your player to go in the heroic direction, and thus you make it the most obvious choice so that your players take it, right? And I feel like, because at heart, I'm an achievement hunter. I want to see everything the game has to offer. But on my first playthrough, I try to do the game as the developer intended, right? Take the easy choice, take the obvious choice, take the big, dumb, heroic, whatever. And yeah, it's not always the best choice. It's not always the most natural choice. But it does give you a good overview of how the developer thinks the story is, quote unquote, supposed to go. I think the advancement that has come in the last few years is this kind of idea of like asset library and generation, right? You don't necessarily have to create 100 million branching paths if you can get the computer to kind of respond to how the player is acting. The problem is that if you go for one of those truly procedurally generated games like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld or something like that, you end up with a ton of varied stories, but none of them have the particular kind of written feel, right? I think what Larian did is they decided that they were going to tell a story, and then they used this kind of like asset library sort of mentality, saying like, okay, so we know that there's a goblin camp, right? We can establish that before the story starts. They're at odds with the Druid Grove. We can establish that before the story starts. And then what are the big options, right? Join the goblins, join the druids. Figure out the drama in the goblins, figure out the drama in the druids. They're still using their basic assets and letting the game kind of flow in a naturalistic way, but they're actually writing the story, which, my God, must have taken a lot of work. But these are the people who are used to doing these sort of things, right? They have the team that wrote Divinity and Divinity 2, so they were definitely the people to choose for this task. Man, sure would be cool to join that team someday, you know? If you were on the team, if you were on Larian, if you're on a video game development team, what job would you want? I feel like obviously for me, I'd be like the high-powered business executive who goes on luncheons with salespeople and organizes the corporate outings and pizza parties and figures out who's gonna replace the water filter in the water cooler, right? All very vital tasks to video game development. I feel like maybe I could write some music too. If I could be given story writer, I could surely make something awesome. Ooh, story writer. So I actually learned, okay, there's a podcast that I've been listening to on recommendation from a YouTuber. It is called Drive to Work with Mark Rosewater. Mark Rosewater is the lead designer of Magic the Gathering and generally considered to be one of the best living game designers, right? And I'm listening to this podcast and he's talking about all these different departments they have, which is like design and creative and development. And I'm like, damn, I had no idea there were like so many layers to this creative process when you need to involve so many people, right? Because as a designer, I thought he makes the cards, right? But actually, he just comes up with ideas for mechanics, really, and different ways that they could be implemented. He doesn't actually like decide on the final cost of the cards or what rarity they should be. He doesn't do any of the story work or world building. Like, he's pure games design. And it was fascinating to hear that, because it made me feel like, oh, whenever I've tried to like design a little video game or make a project or something like that, I'm actually doing several dozen people's jobs by myself. No wonder it's so damn hard. No wonder they can put out like 12 new magic sets a year. And like that one time that I tried to make a magic card, it took me all afternoon, and then it still sucked. This is why we should all form a corporation. Yes, we should form a proper corporation and contribute our talents in equal measure and receive commensurate compensation for our efforts. Yes, and in order to reduce overhead, we will have nobody making more than they earn. So if you earn something for the company, you make that much money. It's more like a conglomerate of freelancers than it is a system of corporations. Wait, what am I saying? That's not business. That's not stonks. I'm going against the very corporate values that I tried to espouse. No, that can't be right. It's the employees who are wrong. It's not me. I almost had an existential crisis there. Thank God. I had this soothing corporate music in the background to remind me that I need to exploit those laborers. Damn it. Sometimes I worry about myself. We should make a different audio track. We should make a different audio track for this second half, right? And in classic soulless music style, let's just like reverse it, but not reverse it, right? Let's just shuffle it around a bit. Can we do that? That's perfect. Join, duplicate, done. B section complete. That's how you write corporate music, as fast as possible. Also, I love the stonks emote. Zabo, have I told you that your model is super cute? And I love the color changes. So cool. I'm trying to do stuff like that, but my chimerical powers are shape-shifting, And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be awesome if I could have a shape-shifting redeem? You have not, but I get that a lot. So count me in. I was thinking about a shape-shifting redeem, and it would be so hard. Can you imagine how many different like shape shifts I'd have to have and art for all of them? I mean, okay, I do have the ability to like Photoshop badly, but could you imagine? Feels like it would be a lot. Feels like it would be a lot of work. Do you use Mix It Up? I've been using Mix It Up for my silly hat redeems. I'm guessing it would be similar to that, right? You just create a bunch of different colors or models, and then I don't know, but it feels like your thing randomly selects a color, and that feels wild to me. What if we did this? No, not that. What if we did this? Not that. What if we did this? Do like morphing, shape-shifting, but it would be costly. But color changing isn't too that bad. If you had a monochrome palette on a model, it would probably be more effective than what I had. Interesting. So you set the model to... It's actually a program entirely separate from Mix It Up. Oh, dang. So I've been looking into VTubing programs for a little bit, and seems like Vignon has the node-based thing that I want, but I don't have a 3D model for Vignon. So right now I'm actually using OBS for my model. I'm animating and doing reactive stuff and all that in OBS. And OBS is only sitting at like 3% CPU. So I guess I'm doing it right. Yeah. This is 43 seconds of music. Now, I kind of want to add a second section to this where the mood changes, but I feel like that would be too meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be too meaningful almost. What if we just did this? This is an A major. What if we just drop this down to F sharp? It does cost a few bucks, but if you have the spare cash to throw around, it's like 10 bucks around that. It's called Twitch High Intensity Color Changer, or THIC for short. You can drop the link if you want it. I don't like this. I don't like this chord change here. What if we do even more generic chord change then to the minor, we do to the third. That seems even more generic. Let's go. Yeah, actually, if you're on Discord, we should connect on Discord. I'm just Isaac Anzu on Discord. They do that thing. They do that thing now where you're whatchamacallit. You don't have like an ID anymore. I like this a lot. It feels like nothing. It feels like just a different weird thing. Yeah. The teeth only get sharper. Heck yeah. Thank you, Sabal. Let's be friends. Send me thick. Send me the thick program so I may become thick. It does sound a little bit odd, doesn't it? What if we bump these up as well? Yeah, let's not introduce complex harmonic ideas into this. In fact, why stop here? Let's see if we can do this some more. So if we take C sharp and we do another major third up, what does that give us? F? Yeah. Let's do it again. And maybe we can even do it down low here. Let's listen. Ooh, $5? Thank you so much. Let's, oh, it's on itch.io too. Hell yeah. It's a VTube Studio add-on. Currently, VTube Studio only supports color multiplication. Only works with VTube Studio models. Well, that's okay. Actually, but let me do something here. Just listen to the corporate music. Let's do some experimentation real quick. We've got this. We've got this thing. If we put a color correction filter on it, nothing. What if we did a color multiply? Okay. Wild. So now what I want to do, let's see if I can do this. Move value program. On the color correction, I want to do a single setting, color multiply. Ooh, this is not what I want. Let's multiply by black. No, that's not right. Multiply by white. Add. No, that's not right either. Okay. Let's try a different one. Color key. I remember doing that a few times before I got the program. Yeah, I think I have something here that will work. I just want to. You know what? No. We'll do it on something that actually has color, right? Wait. Okay. Better. All right, Blue. You're gonna be the guinea pig today. We've got huge shift on Blue. Aw, look at the boy. He's changing colors. Colorful boy. Okay. Then move value on the color correction. Move value type random on the hue shift. And what are our minimum value is 180 and our maximum value is 180. Okay, so minimum value negative 180, maximum value 180. Okay. All right. And this is just me turning on the filter. This is just me turning on the filter and then letting the move value thing do its thing. Aww. He's like the horse in Wizard of Oz. That's cute. Yeah, if you don't have the move action filters in OBS, move action, move source, move value, and move transition override, and move video capture device. All these things are so powerful. News. Look at him. Look at the little guy. Changing colors. And we can, of course, turn off the color correction thing entirely to change it back to normal. That's cute. Aw, look at this kid. He's so cute. Okay. Can I actually? Now we've got 2 minutes of super awesome looping music. The other thing we can do with this is let me see if I can do this. Setting hue shift. Let's start at -180. And then we'll set it to 180. What if we do this? I'm trying to do a thing here. Let's duplicate this. At the end of this move value, we do move value 2. At the end of move value 2, we do move value 1. All right. So now he's flashing. Let's just make this longer, like maybe 9 seconds. So now he's a little hue shifting cat. Let's see. Look at the little color changing boy. And sadly, I won't be able to use thick, because I do not have a live 2D model. But at least we can get a nice little color changing blue. I'm curious though. Now I really want to mess with these filters. How do we make the hue shift more apparent? Change the gamma? Oh, he's very bright now. Now there's a color. Now it looks like he's glowing a little bit, doesn't it? What is gamma? What is gamma? Color correction gamma. Gamma is the process of adjusting the brightness of an image so colors appear correctly on screen. A non-linear option for encoding and decoding luminance. What? Is it kind of like brightness? Gamma encoding is used to optimize the uses of bits encoding in an image, taking advantage of the nonlinear manner in which humans perceive light and color. A magic cat appears. Look at this boy. He's doing the thing. Okay, so it's kind of like brightness. We'll just leave it at 0. Cat, griffin. Well, he's a griffin. However, just like me, he has a true form and a going outside form, or appearing on camera form. So he looks like a cat most of the time. But he's a griffin. He got little wings and a beak. So gamma is just a way to think about brightness, I guess. Let's just leave it at normal. But look at this magic cat. Oh, is saturation what I'm going for? It is, in fact. Maximum saturation. Oh my goodness. Look at that guy. That is too cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, God, this is cute. I can't properly explain to you why I think this is so cute, but look at this. Look at this boy. All right. I don't need your thickness. I can't even use it. But thank you, Zabel. Rainbow Kitty. Yeah. The bubble going green is a vibe. I love that the bubble is like the complementary color of whatever else is happening. That's so cute. Blue is my only source of color in this dark void of a world that I found myself in. Look at how black and white everything is. Look at how devoid of color this office space is. They say it's for productivity. I've gotten 2 minutes of music written. That's nice. It took me this long to notice that your office has been painting and boring and soulless. Yeah, it's extremely boring, extremely soulless. Also, sorry, but what's this like weird shadow here? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Wait, is it like that on all the other ones? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. Am I just gonna keep this color changing cat like this? It's so wonderful. I hate to do it to him. Just keep changing color, Blue. Keep going. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, let's set up these filters so they. Let's set up these filters so they work properly. All right. Well, I think we've officially made some music here. Some corporation music. Should we make this repeat a bunch of times? I think so. So the funny thing is, because of the way that I've structured these chord things, it can actually infinitely loop on itself. You'll never not be productive with this music. And yeah, what a nightmare. I mean, what a lovely productivity tool. What a way to ensure that your productivity never ends. Never ends. Ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, never, ever, ever, never. And I do want to do one more thing before we sink into. Wait, hold up. Apparently Alt R is my NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 performance overlay. Wow. Hey, listen. I'm only using 40% of my CPU and GPU. Where's the rest of it going? Huh? I paid for the whole GPU. I want to use the whole GPU. Ridiculous. No, let's export this into high quality wave. High quality wave files. Experimentation on griffins. Isn't that a plot point in Wicked? Experimentation on animals. It's an anti-animal cruelty movie. Man, do you ever think about how like there are like obviously evil people out there, right? They're like animal abusers and domestic abusers and murderers and people like that, and how there's so many pieces of high budget, highly produced corporate media condemning these people, and how all of those pieces of media are valuable in the sense that they teach people to have the right morals, but they completely ignore the systemic problems that would lead to someone not having the mental health uh, uh, treatment and access to therapy and stuff. That, like, you're just pegging these people as evil when their environment is a huge factor in how they're shaped and how they see the world. Like, you don't just wake up and as a baby and then, like, it's normal for humans to go through this process of understanding that the world around them is full of other creatures, and they need to, like, um, empathize with them, and and then you get to this point where, like, you've you're not um you're not a bad person anymore. You're understanding that people are other people, are real people. But it's at that point that the media starts to tell you that no, there are evil people out there. There are people who want to purely hurt you. There are people who want to take advantage of you, and and you're told to forget those lessons of empathy and understanding, when, you know the reason that we learn those lessons of empathy and understanding was so that you can actually, like, try to understand people, and and those people who have gone through such terrible things, who live in abject poverty, who live in terrible situations, that their only choice is to take advantage of people. The media just brushes over that, right? Like, there's a John Oliver video I watched yesterday about these scammers who are, like, literally trafficking people and enslaving people in order to make them do scam calls, like, 16 hours a day, scam calls, and catfishing and fake personalities, and get people to buy crypto, and get people to sign up for stupid little investments, and like, that brings in almost half the country's GDP. Like, you can't, like, turn that off when the country is that broken, right? And that's a matter of the international community purposefully choosing to not help the people who are trying to, like, fix their country. They're just helping the people who are making the money, and the people who are making the money are doing things that they shouldn't be doing because they don't have any other choice. And and the media just kind of, like, glosses over this fact that these people are being, like, built up in a system that rewards them being bad people, right? Like, if somebody gave you $500 for every time you punch someone, what the fuck do you think you would be doing every single day, as often as you could, right? Like, there's just no end to it. There's just no way to escape the contradiction, right? You need to be surviving, right? You have to survive, and yet, and yet yet we're all just part of a system where the incentives are backwards. We're all just part of a system where we can't escape from the things that we need to do, the things that we are being told to do. Kind of curious. Warp segment BPM limit reached. Wow. That's the lowest, huh? Like, people are just acting in accordance to their incentives, right? There's just... You can't fix the people without fixing the incentives, right? But the incentive is just profit at the expense of all else, right? The values that we have outside of profit are just being subsumed because the thing that makes the most money is obviously going to be the thing that keeps happening, right? And yeah, there are individual laws in individual countries that uphold values that are not profit. But in the international scene, it's clear that unless you are like a profitable trading company, a profitable trading country, you're just not going to be a participant. Where's my plugins at? Man. Once again, my streams devolve into just being sad about capitalism. But, I mean, it's probably because I talked with a friend about this recently, too. Ooh. Is this Dadaism? Whoo! Man! What a great stream we had today. What an absolutely just wonderful stream. I do remember the last few minutes. Actually, what time is it? Holy shit. I don't remember the last like half hour. But yeah, we should that sounds like some great music to me. Listen to that. Listen to that lovely music that we've made together. Doesn't it make you feel like you should be productive? Doesn't it feel like you could just chill out to it, relax? There's nothing evil or insidious about it. Just nice music to get some work done too. Yeah. And that's what we want to do. We want to get some work done. And you know what's the most important form of work? Network. That's right. So let's go find someone that we can network with, a business partner to raid. We're looking for business partners. We're having a great time. We're loving the world that we're in. This office, I'm very happy with this office. Look at it. So clean, so bright, so productive. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Who should we raid? There are quite a few people online right now. But since we're ending a little early, why don't we raid Benicula? Love Benicula. She's great. Good business partner. She understands. She understands the business side of thing. In fact, I work part-time as a mini boss in her castle. So thank you so much for joining me on this lovely day. My name's Isaac Anzu, the best boss you'll never have. Thank you so much for everyone who joined, everyone who rated, Saybell, Eldritch Grandpa. Y'all are great. We had a great time, and I know that you will be back again. How could you not be? Let's see if my old raid message still works. Let's see. Commands. Did I get rid of this? Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. All right. Let's do raid message. If you're still in chat, grab one of those raid messages and let's go raid our good friend, Benicula. Wow, we actually had some people stick around through the haze of whatever just happened. Anyway, my name's Isaac Anzu, CEO of Chimera Enterprises, and I will catch you next time. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bitcoins bite. Until next time, farewell.